Wither skeletons are notoriously annoying, but will they be today? Nope. Nope. Ooh! Yes! Wither skeleton skull, second try, but I'm withered. Well, I got what I came for. This right here is what I went into the nether to get. It is a wither skeleton skull. Very beautiful. And as you can see, we now have 3 of them. Hello there. I'm very glad we have 3 now, because that means we can spawn the wither anytime we want. The question is everyone ready to fight the wither? The answer to that question is no. And that's what we're going to be doing in today's episode. We're going to be preparing for the wither fight. And I have a plan. You see, I've made a secret area. I've been preparing and plotting a secret plan. I guess you could say it's a grand plan. Just inside of here we have a secret room which you guys did not know about. And in here we have 2 farmer villagers. That's right, in this episode we're going to be villager breeding. And I think we should probably start by breeding yet another villager right now. There's a bed here, a free bed. And I just want to make it so that the baby cannot spawn attached to the beds in here, because that would suck. I've removed every other bed and workstation in the area, so it's only possible for the baby to bind with that bed and that workstation. I don't think they're doing it. Yeah, they're not doing it, they're just working. Well, we'll leave them for now. I'm going to go and get some building blocks, because we need to spruce up the inside of there significantly. We also need quite a few workstations, because, well, let's just say there's going to be a lot of villagers. Let me take you through the stages of my plan. Phase 1. Trade with villagers. Now, why are we trading with villagers, do I hear you ask? Essentially, there are 6 people on this world, and there will be 6 people fighting the wither when we do eventually come around to it. There's me, there's Will, there's Ionic Ceiling, there's Ollie, there's Ryan, and there's Asher. And out of all of those people, only 2 of them are actually ready in terms of equipment to fight the wither, and that's me and Asher. Everyone else literally doesn't even have iron armor. So we've got to up our game when it comes to getting people resources. We have a serious diamond shortage. I swear, literally the only diamonds we have in this world are up here in this chest, and it's like 34 diamonds. So that's not really going to get us anywhere. My thought process for this was, well, there are 2 ways that I can get a lot of enchanted diamond stuff quickly. I could go end raiding, or I could trade with villagers. And I think I know what that is going to be. Seeing how easy it is to develop a villager stock market, I think I'm going to start a brand new villager stock market, but it's the secret market, and it's hidden underneath in here, in this area. So while those 2 get to work making babies, I'm going to get to work making this place look a little bit nicer. I've somehow got 3 baby villagers. I only meant to get 1. And there's only 1 bed for them to spawn in. I have absolutely no idea how. Let me just check. Because if... Oh, there is beds in here. All the beds are in here. This is where they must have... How did I not... Oh, hello. With the floor now completed, I think we're going to move on to actually putting this area to good use and sectioning it. Will you say it?
Sectioning it off.
Into sections.
Oh, you can go inside the composters.
Oh, we both went in the composter. Yes.
So cool.
Can't wait. We need to take a composter selfie. Say cheese. I know that in the middle here we're going to have a gigantic melon farm. And out the back here we're going to have plenty of space for armorers and weaponsmiths. Alright, well, to start off, let's take the workstation that isn't used over to the corner. And also the bed, question mark?
Yeah. I'm just going to pretend like I know everything about villagers.
In fact, we're going to take all of these right over. They're taking the wrong workstations. That's kind of annoying. Oh, he grew up, and he's a butcher. I'm not sure how he's a butcher. A butcher. Let's try and track down and locate zombie.
Why am I burning?
Oh, I might have accidentally hit you. Sorry about that. Why are you not... Okay, there we go.
You missed me with all of those water buckets. Just
Oh, good. They're all sleeping. I'm... if some... what is your profession? An armorer. It's fine. We need an armorer
drop me 2
anyway.
iron ingots. Let's go.
Oh, I made an uneven number of composters. Big sad. Alright, there you go. There's 6. And I'm gonna get 3 more beds. And boop, she-doop. And in the morning, we'll get these guys to trade with us. Do you want to sleep?
Okay. I'll just sleep here.
Might as well sleep here. As you can see, it's 4 melons for 1 emerald. And with a lot of melons, why are you all coming out here? Why? Get back inside. Alright, the sun is setting, which means we can begin work on the melon farm. So I'm just going to bust open this and then close it. The good thing about melons is that with fortune, you can get... Well, that was a rather brief encounter.
And there are 2 zombie villages. Very boggers.
Oh, zombie villages.
Yeah.
Can you bring them in here, please?
Give it a go.
I need you to come and stand in this corner.
No! You dumb golem. Die!
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You're a bit mean.
I did not mean to do that. I meant to crit the zombie, not the zombie, the iron golem. But things happened. This is all a time-consuming process. It's just a matter of, you know, time, and more time. It takes a long time.
Time.
I think it's time to stop saying time. What do you think, Will?
I think about time.
I hear a zombie villager somewhere. Anyway, we're not going looking for him. The zombie villagers will come to us.
It's a zombie with a baby zombie on its back.
Oh, cool.
But like I saw the baby get onto its back right before my eyes. I'm gonna die. No, I'm fine.
Okay. Hey, we got 4. Guess what? We got 4 farmers. This is going well. All of the baby villagers have now grown up into fully fledged adult farmers, which is really quite useful. So we're going to get them to have 1 more baby, 1 more farmer. This guy is still here at the back. And then we might work on making some more villagers that are armorers. Leveling them up is literally another stage after that. Something that I'm kind of worried about because, well, these melons, they're taking their time to grow, that's for sure. I've just had the funniest realization. I have a skeleton farm. I have literally unlimited bone meal. How did I not think of this before? Like, I can just go around and bone meal every single one of these. Yeah, look, we got melons already. So I think I'm going to AFK for a while and watch melons grow. Certainly not the most productive task, but hopefully by the time I get back, all of the melons will be fully grown. I've gone back from being AFK. There was a couple of melons grown. I destroyed them, and I'm waiting for these melons to grow now. And by the looks of things, they have started right now. So I'll take you. Thank you very much. All our villages have now grown up, and all of these guys are farmers, just as we wanted. So I'm going to place the rest of the workstations, I think, and also the beds. There we go. And I think just for the hell of it, we should probably have a Fletcher in here as well. By this guy, we can turn into a zombie villager and then cure him. And get near enough 1-to-1 stick trades, stick for emerald. And that's a sick idea, actually. I might try and make more Fletchers. Having, like, stick trades, pretty cheap stick trades as well. It's going to be perfect. And the good thing is we only need to cure 1 villager, and it'll affect all of these guys, like every single one of them. We want to get as many villagers as we can. Like all the villagers we want and need. So come on, get making babies. Take my bread. That is a lot of villagers. We have all of our Fletchers all bred and ready. So they just have to grow up. We've got both of our toolsmiths. We've only got one armorer so far, but I'm sure we'll be able to get another one very, very soon. This is the only bed which is yet to be filled in, so I've just got to basically sleep and then breed another villager, and he should be automatically bound to that bed. So that's exciting. I've got a ton of melons now, by the way. There is so many baby villagers. Oh my god. Now we've just got to wait for them to grow up. As I said, this is a very time-consuming process. We have an escapist. He's decided he wants to come to this bed for some reason. That is not good. So I believe we're missing one villager because he turned into... Oh. That is good. That is good. They've all turned into Fletchers. Perfect. My plan is coming together. I think I need an official entrance to this. The whole reason I just kept it like this was because it was kind of a secret project up until this point. So I think this place needs an actual door. The only door villagers can't open is iron doors. There we go. Perfect. Now we can get in and out, and the villagers cannot. And I don't have to bother destroying and... Oh, we seem to have lots of action going on. They're growing up. Anyway, I've still got to wait for them to grow up, and I've also got to breed one more child. So I think I'm going to... if I continue at this rate, the episode's going to be like a million minutes long. So I'm just going to jump cut to when I've finished faffing around with all the actual villagers, and we get down to the good stuff. The stonks. I've leveled up some of those villagers, and I've got literally 0 with this guy's trade. But that's fine, because I've found another trade which I think might be just as good. I have an iron farm, which means infinite iron. And I've just discovered, just today, that the toolsmiths, I think it's toolsmiths, or it might be the armorers. Either way, one of them sells 1 emerald for 4. Absolutely beautiful. And it's repeatable a lot. It's very repeatable. Jesus. So I can just use like loads of iron on this. Get tons upon tons of emeralds. Like, that's so many. And once I get... And he's refreshed his trades now already, I think. I'm not sure what the bubbles mean. My next step in the process will be getting a zombie villager into here. And then curing one. So I think I should probably gather the materials for that. Splash potion of weakness. Perfect. I still have some iron left. So let's see if we can trade more with the villagers. How many iron golems we got around here? 3? How many villagers have we got? Over 30 apparently. Jeez, this is like the biggest village in the world. Good God, it took a long time to get to this stage. Right in here, we have ourselves a trapped zombie villager. I named him Jeb, of course. I'm just making sure that this guy can't escape anyway. Go. Let the fun begin. Kill Jeb. And I just got to cure this guy now. Somehow. There we go. It's happening. Now we just got to wait for him to turn into a villager again. And there we go. He has now been converted. And he has, there we go, 1-to-1 stick trade. That is exactly what we wanted. I believe that means that all the villages in this area have been affected. And I can check by running over to a random villager. Yes, look at that. Every single one of these guys has 1-to-1 trades. Specifically, these guys are the guys that we want to have the 1-to-1 trades with. Because look, 1 stick for 1 emerald. Sticks are like the cheapest resource that Minecraft has to offer. And this guy over here, yeah, look. 1 iron ingot for 1 emerald. I don't know why there's just this one unemployed guy roaming around. That's not necessarily a good thing. What? That was so close. I heard the creeper. It didn't explode though. I was terrified. Please. I don't want my redstone to break. Okay then. Let's get trading. I do not have much room for emeralds. I know I'm going to get a lot of emeralds from this. I can tell. Oh, look at this. It's absolutely beautiful. And he's out. So we'll go to the next guy. This guy's max level now. What has he got? Oh my god. That is absolutely terrible. Those axes have smite on. That might actually be a decent option. So I basically just got to wait for these guys to refresh their trades. I have a lot of emeralds now. That's perfect. There we go. He took the job. You there. Damn it. Look how many emeralds we've got just from that. And I still have so many sticks and so much iron left. We're going to have so many emeralds by the end of this. This was absolutely worth it. Oh, this guy has his trades back. So you, friends, can get leveled up to max level. And you have knockback. Smite 2, that's good. That is really good. Alright, I think everyone's going to get smite axes. Perfection. Okay, I've traded with those villagers a little bit more, and now they are all max level. The farmers are not. However, all of the guys we want to trade with are now max level. So I'm going to make an iron chest here. That's how ridiculous this is. That's how much iron we've actually got. I think I'm going to get a shulker box for Asher as well, just in case his equipment isn't quite up to scratch. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 chests. And that requires, I think, 8 shulker shells. Our shulker shell supply is still going strong. But it seems to be going down a little bit now. So that right there is 4 shulker boxes. 1 for each person. And I will rename each one now. And I'm forgetting someone. So I need to get some more shulker shells. We have everyone's boxes now. So I'm going to begin creating the kits that will be inside of these boxes. We want a full set of diamond armor in each. I'm also going to incorporate combining the weapons and stuff. So, say I wanted like a smite 5 axe for everyone. We'd have to use the smite 2 villager and get a lot of those. Alright, so I'm going to work on Will's shulker box first, I guess. So, let's get him 1 piece of armor each. Right here, we have Gertrude. Hello, Gertrude. And Gertrude has also been affected. So, we've got the boots. We've got the helmet. Both very good enchantments right there. And then we're going to run over this... Not you. We're going to run over here and talk to this guy. So, we've got projectile protection 2 on both of these. But I actually want to get, if possible, the other set as well. Protection 2 and Blast Protection 2. And we can combine these in an anvil to create some very good armor. With the amount of levels I can get from literally just AFKing at a farm for a while, this is going to be the easiest grind I think ever. And using these villagers was an inspired idea. Oh, you can't combine them. I guess we've got extra leggings and an extra chest plate for someone. Whoever that may be, I'm not entirely sure. Let's put the set of armor in here. I guess Will can have the projectile protection. People who are most vulnerable will need the better armor, I think. So he gets projectile protection and protection. Now we're going to look at the potential weapon that he'll be using. And something I noticed is that both of these villagers have smite. So, if I get 1, 2 smite 2s, we got a smite 2 diamond axe for Will, and a smite 2 diamond axe for someone else as well. Unfortunately, we can't combine them. That's something I completely forgot about. Who's going to get the rest then? I think Ionic Ceiling. We need to develop Ionic Ceiling, the most vulnerable out of all of us. We need to develop her armor now. Hey there, Editing Sam here. I just want to point out that the reason Ionic Ceiling is the most vulnerable out of all of us is because she has been on the world the least, and she doesn't have the good stuff that we have, such as diamond tools, diamond armor. Literally, the best thing that she has is a low durability, unenchanted diamond pickaxe, so we've got to step up and give her the better stuff, because she is the most vulnerable, because she has, the least amount of good loot. She gets blast protection and projectile protection. And if I run back out here, she gets the helmet and boots as well. It's so breathtakingly easy to do this. It's so good. Now, something I want to add to both of these guys is a good bow. And I know that I can combine the bows because that's how I made my bow. Everyone's going to get a good bow. So if I drop down here into the vault and I look in here, we should have quite a few bows. So we've got Power 5, Unbreaking 3, Punch 2, and Infinity. And that cost 11. Jesus, this is the most costly thing of them all, making the bows. If I put that in there, does that change anything? No. You gotta be careful. That adds flame. So yeah, two pretty good bows. Unbreaking 3, Flame 1, Power 5, Punch 2, Infinity 1. Flame 1, Infinity 1, Power 4, Punch 2. I think I'm going to give Freaky Frog the better bow because he's very good with a bow. So, there's his bow. Now, Ionic Ceiling's bow is not quite fully fixed. I can run and find just a random bow lying around. Did I say Freaky Frog earlier? Did I say I'm going to give Freaky Frog the better bow? I'm just going to record that whole section again. Just in case. So I'm going to give Will the better bow. Because he is very good with the bow. So if he has a strong bow, he can take down the Wither easily. And Ionic Ceiling, her bow is going in. It's less powerful. Only because it doesn't have Unbreaking on it. So that means her bow is going to break easier. But I can see her being a melee specialist. In all reality. There's some other stuff I, of course, need to add, like food. So I'm going to give everyone a stack of bread. Of course, they need an arrow. They both have infinity, right? Yeah. One thing I'm going to make sure is that everyone has infinity and not mending. Another very, very important thing is that everyone has a bucket. Because, well, the Wither in hard mode, when it hits you with the blue skull, it gives you Wither 2, which is the same as Wither 1, except it lasts for about 2 minutes, and that is a long time. Definitely enough to get you killed. So, we're going to need buckets. Everyone must have a bucket. And there'll be a cow in the village, which I'll show you in a bit. And that cow will just be milkable forever and ever. If they have a preferable weapon which they'd like to choose, I know Ollie does. He was talking to me a second ago about how he wants to use his trident. Then they can, of course, add that to their artillery as well. These are just like guideline items. You don't have to use them, but I strongly, strongly, strongly recommend that you do. I know you're all watching this because I'm going to make you watch this. I think everyone's going to need a golden apple, at least one. Bear in mind, we're fighting the Wither on hard mode. There's going to be a lot of intense close combat situations. So, we're definitely going to need at least one golden apple each. Perfect amount, actually. So I was just making some additional changes and additions to the boxes. And I came in here and that's not good. All of my villagers have been turned into zombies. And I don't know how. And I don't know where half of them have gone. Oh, this is not good. I'm kind of glad I got the majority of the trading out of the way to begin with, though. Because, like, I have this many emeralds. This amount of emeralds is going to last me a fairly long time. And honestly, I don't do a significant amount of trading in this world. And really, it's just going to be for this one specific thing. And now that I've basically nearly finished making these boxes, I'm not too worried. However, it's still kind of a blow because I spent quite a few hours getting those villagers. Oh, it's so annoying. If they're still alive, I'll have to kill them. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to do this. But you'll kill me. I could technically revive you, but I don't want to use that many golden apples, to be honest with you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to do this. Anyway, here's a few changes I made. I added a totem of undying, and I'm currently adding a splash potion of regen to every single person. And this means that they can help others as well as themselves in regeneration. So say there's many people together and they're all low, then they could just go, right, I got a splash potion of regen, let's go, let's do it. And then everyone's back up basically to full. I also asked out on Instagram to see what people thought I should add. Totem of Undying was definitely one of those things, and also potions as well. So I'm glad I got both of those out of the way. I still haven't quite made Ryan's bow yet, and Ash's bow I think we're just going to use his regular one because that is like super OP. Probably better than mine. So I'm just going to make Ryan's bow now. Okay, Ryan's bow is going in. It's not fully fixed, but it has unbreaking on it. So I'm fairly certain that's all the boxes done now. Ash's, I'm just waiting for him to get back to me on text because, you know, he has a habit of not replying sometimes. With that done and dusted, I'm now going to go over to where we are actually fighting the Wither and show you what that place looks like. Okay, I recognise this. There's the weird ocean ruin. I don't know exactly what happened here. It's very strange, but it's quite cool nonetheless. It's just like above. Ah, I'm fairly certain this is the right village. So we'll be fighting the Wither somewhere around here. I'm not exactly sure of the specifications yet. This is a nice flat area, so undoubtedly it'll be around here somewhere. And in this village there will be a cow which we can just come back to and milk, regen, chill for a bit, and then jump straight back into the fight. What we don't want to happen is the Wither comes over here. So one person has to stay with the Wither at all times. Hello again, it's Editing Sam once again. I think as you can probably tell there is a lot of preparation required for this, and I still have a lot of preparation to do even after finishing this video. So I think chances are the Wither fight will not be out next week, but it'll be out the week after. However, there is all the chance that we do get this finished in time and the Wither fight can come out next week. So, I would recommend you subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't already. And I'm not just saying this because I want you to. I'm saying this because if you want to watch the Wither fight, honestly, I don't even know right now when it's going to come out. It might be next week, it might be the week after, it might even be in 3 weeks' time. But whenever it may be, I'll see you then. These are small little details of the plan which I need to write down, otherwise I'll forget them. So I better probably get to work on that. And I'll also continue making the boxes for everyone, and I guess I'll see you in the next episode where we will be fighting the Wither. Goodbye.